I sat in that empty bathroom and just cried. I am a successful businesswoman. I run a company with over 30 employees.
Damn, girl.
I negotiate six-figure deals regularly. And I got completely scammed on my own bathroom renovation. I was devastated and completely embarrassed. Now,
Yeah. I get that. I would feel the same way.
Right? I mean, and it's not your fault. Like, you just don't know what you don't know.
What you don't know.
Yep. Because you are the professional in that setting.
Right.
And you have integrity and you do things a certain way. So you expect that people are going to be doing the things their way.
Well, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Chicks in Construction. I am your host, Mickey Paradise, and this is my illustrious co-host.
Hi, I'm Jessica Abreu.
So, y'all, we have a homeowner horror story for you. And again, I really think, the pod is evolving. We're figuring things out as we go. And I think I'm really leaning into like the true crime of it all. The
stories that make the news that are just so awful. Like, you just don't even believe it could happen.
Yeah. And so part of what we always want, so our last episode, we did one that was in the news. Today is going to be a homeowner submitted homeowner story. But one of the things we were talking about was we want to open it up, and I got to talk to the web guy because I don't know if we need to change the whole platform. But if you have a story of somebody that went through a homeowner horror story, you please feel free to share that as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be your homeowner horror story, because one of our studio god, Joe, pointed out that sometimes when you're not in it, you kind of see a lot of the details a little bit more clearly because it's not actively happening to you and you're not just kind of like, living in the PTSD of it all.
Right.
So if you happen to know of a story, and a lot of the stories that we have shared, some of, not a lot of, but some of the stories we've shared were like somebody said, hey, have you heard about this story? So if you know of a crazy story in your town or just that you've heard of, share it with us. You can go to our website and leave it in the Homeowner Horror Story platform, or you can leave a comment under any of our posts. We do read the comments. We do. Not joyfully sometimes, but we do read the comments. So if you
crying with a box of tissues next to me. It's fine. I'm not offended.
I just read them and I'm like, people are unwell. Like that's like, so like, and I was telling Jess this, y'all, I've been in construction for 20 years. I've been a female in construction since I was 22 years old. So more than 20 years, actually. There's not much that you can say that can hurt my feelings. Like, I won't lie to your face. Like some of these comments, I'm like, wow. Like, so there's like a whole 10 seconds where I'm like, burn. And then I just immediately wonder, how unwell are you? Like, do you maybe need to see somebody? Like, somebody got so triggered by one of our reels talking about the importance of being a licensed general contractor.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
This dude went for it. Like, he shot his shot. He was like, oh, I'm going to leave a comment. And he did. And I read the comment and he was so upset that we were encouraging people to get licensed general contractors that I was like, so I feel like what you're saying is you're not licensed and you just want everybody to think we're the problem. Okay.
No, you are the problem,
You're
sir.
the whole problem,
You are
sir.
the whole problem.
Yeah. So, listen, the name of the podcast is Chicks in Construction. I don't know. We're not saying that this podcast is not for men. The podcast is here to help homeowners, and men are homeowners too. So we're not saying that, but I'm just saying if you're a dude and you don't like our content, maybe it's not for you.
It's okay. You can just keep scrolling.
You can just keep scrolling. You don't have to be offended to the core of your being by our content. Like, you can just you can just keep going. So I don't know if you know that's available to you, but
if you do like our content, like and subscribe.
Yeah, and maybe leave a nice comment. I mean, I don't know, it's a crazy concept, but sometimes it's nice to hear nice things.
You know,
mostly, and I will say, Jess does not care. Like, she doesn't even pay attention to the comments. I do feel like, especially certain nasty ones, need to be like responded to. Just because, listen, let's just be real. I like a little beat down moment. Like, if you come for me, I'm gonna come right back for you. Just could care less. She's got kids. She's doing things. I just have these dogs.
Yeah, she tells me about the comments. I was like, oh, I haven't seen. I didn't.
It's like, what?
I check them like once a week. Like,
Jess is like checking the analytics. She's making sure we're like making progress. She doesn't care about the comments. I'm the one who's like, can you believe? And it's really just shocking to me that people feel like, and it's so funny because I was talking to my sister about this, and she was like, Mickey, it's the internet. And I was like, yeah, no. Let me tell you, there's different levels. Like, there is the reality that we all know that people on the internet are horrible.
Yes.
And then there is when people on the internet are being horrible about you, where you're like, oh, no, that hits a little different.
It does. And I think that, like, I've just, not that, like, I have, like, because it's not having thick skin. It's just, I don't know you.
Right.
So I could care less what your opinion of me is. Unless it's great. Then I love it.
Thank you.
But if you don't, then
you're like,
okay,
okay.
That's you, and I'm going to stay over here living my best life because I don't know you and your opinion doesn't affect me.
And also maybe seek therapy. I'm just throwing that, like, if you get so triggered by two women who have a podcast about construction that it makes you livid and you're unwell, I don't think commenting on our podcast is going to help you, but I do think maybe some medication. I'm not a doctor, but I do think maybe some medication or at least some talk therapy might be helpful.
We're very sorry for whatever your mother
We're sorry for whatever your mother or father did to you that made you so unwell, but just so we're clear, it wasn't us.
It wasn't us.
We did not break you.
So please stop trying to break us.
So please just don't come for me. Like, listen, I've done the therapy. My healing journey is complete. Now I just choose violence. So, do what you want.
But you have
I'm
a gold
in my villain
crowbar.
era, so I'm just saying, like, you make your life choices.
There we go.
I will do the same. I did do finger guns right there, so I just want you to know I'm warning you.
So this
dream.
homeowner horror story comes from your favorite state of Florida.
I saw that and I was like, clearly she did not see the podcast that I said I did not like the state of Florida.
It's all right.
Do I really have to clear? I grew up in Florida. Okay. So when I say that I am not a fan, it comes from spicy deja vu of growing up poor AF in a state where it's like the #1 tourist destination in the country and you broke. Like, so Liz, I just have my issues with the state of Florida, and also Florida man is a thing.
I mean, I like when people tell you to like put in your birthday or like a special day to you and then type in Florida and like some like stupid guy or like stupid news.
Florida
news.
stupid news and on a special day,
on whatever date it is.
Something.
And it is pretty funny. I mean, and like you can just put in any date. It doesn't have to be something special to you. It's just
right. And also, just to be clear to anybody who's watching, if you live in the state of Florida, I want you to know I'm not coming for you. I don't think you're a problem. I just don't like the state of Florida. It's not a person thing. It's the state thing.
It'll be fine. I mean, we're very happy that I'm going to call her Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda from Florida. We appreciate you sharing your homeowner horror story. We don't share.
I don't
for
share.
Homeowners. We don't share names.
So this is a sad one. I mean, they're all sad and terrible.
Yeah,
but
this one, she was. I'm reading it going, man, she had the right budget. She did a lot of stuff right.
She did a lot of things right. And then it just went wrong. So she says, I've been in my house for about 3 years, and honestly, the master bathroom was the one thing I've been dreaming about redoing since I moved in. I wanted something gorgeous, a spacious walk-in shower with beautiful tile, a dual vanity so I actually have counter space, nice fixtures. I wanted this one space in my home to feel luxurious.
Yes.
And I'm reading it and I'm like, same.
She's like, yes, queen, preach.
Same. I would love to have a bathroom
that feels like you're at a spa.
Oh, yeah. And it just has aromatherapy in it. So it just always smells good.
Oh, it's got them fancy tiles. You got a soaking tub with all the fancy fixtures. Oh, I can't live without a bathtub.
I know you can't.
Cannot.
But, and one that like my children don't ever have to use. I just have one
kids.
space for me. Just one. No.
This is where Jess hides from her children.
And eat all the snacks that they can't have. No, that's not true. All of my snacks they can't have because I have all the gluten-free ones.
Yeah, they're like, no, Mom, we want the gluten.
They want the gluten. And the gluten-free snacks are crazy expensive. I'm like, you're not, you don't appreciate it. You can't. Your Cheez-Its are over there. These are mine. So she set aside $75,000 for the project.
Which is a great budget. Like, she's on it.
I'm like, yes.
For a luxurious bathroom, she was like, I understand the assignment. I need to have this amount of money.
Now, would I personally spend $75,000 on my bathroom? Not at this point in my life.
we do need you to like and subscribe so that Jess can do a $75,000
I mean,
renovation.
This is what I need in my life. No, my kitchen would be first.
Yeah, fair.
I spend way more time in my kitchen than my bathroom.
So I spend more time in my bathroom than my kitchen.
Yeah.
Because I don't cook, but I do like a bath.
Yeah, but you don't have little people that require you to cook.
No, that's just me.
And
Hector.
They always want food. Like the first question out of their mouth when I pick them up from school is, what are we having for dinner? I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, I have not thought that far.
Food.
It'll be great.
They hate when I say food too. I'm like, well, what else are you going to eat? It's going to be food. Anyway, I did my research on materials, spent hours on Pinterest and House.
She did her research.
Exactly what I wanted. The one thing I didn't research, how to find a legitimate contractor. That's where everything went wrong.
Sadly, she had not seen the chicks in construction prior to this renovation.
And that's what you need to do. You are here, so you are going to save yourself a headache.
Bingo.
So I found, we're going to call him Mark, through a neighbor's recommendation. Well, sort of. Their cousin had used him for some kitchen work, said he was affordable and did good work. I should have asked more questions.
Yeah.
Always. And like somebody's cousin who's did some work somewhere. It's not even a bathroom. It was in a kitchen. When I met Mark, he seemed nice enough. Showed me photos of previous jobs on his phone.
Okay.
Gave me a quote that was right in my budget range. When I asked about his license, he told me, and I swear he said it so confidently that
with his whole chest, you guys, whole chest.
He just peacocked right up. You know,
those are my peacock feathers. In case if you're listening and not watching, I did my arms like peacock feathers.
Confidently that in our state, contractors don't need to be licensed for jobs under $40,000, and that since he was not doing all the work and I was going to order the materials, we were good to go.
Pause. That is so. I knew a lady who was a general contractor. She was not licensed, and that was her claim to fame.
Yes.
Oh, they buy the materials, or the materials don't count towards the cost. Yes, it does. Sorry, I got really intense there with the microphone. Yes, it does. The total cost. I think the only thing, and this hits the general contractor, is the cost of the land. Like if you were building a whole house from scratch, the cost of the land doesn't factor into the total amount.
But you're still going to be way over.
You're going to be way over $40,000. So that's the reason why they take that out there. But that's the only thing that doesn't factor in is the cost of the land. All the expenses, the cabinets, all the materials, all the subcontractor labor, everything. It's not the profit. It's not like if you profit less than $40K, you don't have to have a license. That is not true.
No.
Lies, absolute lies.
So if you are having work done and the project, the whole thing, everything, not just what this one person is doing is over for, you need a licensed contractor. I believed him. God, I can't believe how naive I was. I'm still kicking myself for not doing more research about him prior to hiring him.
That and what the requirements actually were in Florida. Because listen, I'm not going to lie to you. In my mind, Florida is one of those states like Texas. Like Texas doesn't have a licensing board for general contractors. You don't need a license. Now, they do have permitting requirements, but I'm like, that's the Wild West. If you don't have to have a license, like anybody can just wake up and be a general contractor, which happens everywhere, but it's okay in Texas. So part of me is like, well, Florida's probably fine, but a little Google research and you would have found out that that's not true.
That is not true. And as a homeowner, like you expect the professional that you're hiring to know the details and not lie to you about it.
And we want to trust people, and that's part of our problem.
We believe that people are inherently good, and that is not always.
Sometimes, not always.
Not always. He told me that I should pull the permits myself as the homeowner because it would save on fees and speed up the process.
More like it would keep him out of trouble.
But I love how he spun it so that like, because like if somebody
save you money
and time. So like if I'm a homeowner and I want something done quickly and like for, being frugal Fanny.
So in North Carolina, it's $40,000. If the project exceeds $40,000 in the state of North Carolina, you have to have a permit, or you have to have inspections, and you have to have a license. In the state of Florida, it's $2,500. So
that's everything.
Everything costs more than $2,500.
Yeah.
So anytime you do anything in the state of Florida, you have to have a licensed general contractor.
For the love.
Problem solved. That doesn't even cover handyman.
Like you can't even get
we've done drywall repairs that cost more than that.
Craziness. So yes, as a homeowner, like I would think like, oh, like he's trying to do me a solid.
He's saving me money.
So you might think
he's trying to get me to do his job for him and then charge me for it.
So don't do that. Don't ever. If somebody says, "Oh, go pull the permit," no. The answer is no.
That's your job. That's what I'm paying you for.
Yes. He said he walked me through everything, that it was totally normal. So that's what I did. I went down to the permitting office, filled out all the paperwork, paid the fees. I was actually kind of proud of myself for being so hands-on.
I get that because you're feeling yourself. Like I did that. I didn't even know how this worked. I didn't know where this building was, but look at me now. I just got a permit.
Like look, woo! Yeah, I got my little permit. And like that's not a bad feeling to have. Right. It just sucks that
it does not turn out well.
You don't need to have that feeling.
That high went quickly down.
Demo started in early March, and for the first week, everything seemed fine. It's always how it happens. The first week is
demo is fine. That's when the problems start.
I mean, anybody can take a sledgehammer to something. They gutted everything in the bathroom: the tub, vanity, tile, down to the studs. It looked like a construction zone. Because it is.
It was expected to be.
It was. But that's what I expected. So she knew. She knew.
She was getting there.
She was like, I still didn't like the way it looked, though. That's how, when I read it, I'm like, I just don't like it. The plumber came and did his work, moving pipes and changing things. Honestly, I have no idea exactly what he did, which is something else. I wonder if I should have been more hands-on during the actual work and knowing exactly what they were doing and why. Then came the plumbing inspection. It failed.
Oh, man.
Mark called me at work, super casual about it.
Super cash.
No big deal. Said the inspector was being nitpicky. So he's trying to say that the inspector is taking his job too seriously.
He's overkilling it.
He's like, oh no, we don't. This is too much. It's fine. Nitpicky about the shower pan slope and some of the plumbing connections. So what is a shower pan slope? Because I read that and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Like, those are words.
These are words.
In a shower, you've got your shower. So you can either have like a manufactured shower pan. It's like an insert that goes in, and it's part of like the waterproofing part, or it could be tile. But in order all plumbing works off of gravity. So in order to keep it so that your shower pan doesn't have standing water, which can cause major problems. It can cause problems in showers like that are tiled or showers that are pans, because eventually everything fails when water just sits there for too long. What they do is they go in on the floor before they put the pan in or before they put the tile in, and they use like a thin set concrete to build up a slope. And it's minor. It's like a minor slope, but they build it up so that it encourages the water using gravity to go into the drain.
Nice.
And when that fails is when, like, if you have standing water in your shower every time you take a shower and you turn the water off and it just sits there until like it evaporates, you have an issue with the slope of your shower pan. So that inspector was actually really looking out.
Yeah. So the nitpickiness. Yes. So Mark said it happens all the time. No big deal. They fix it and call for reinspection. The fix would be $1,200.
Whoa. And she's paying?
Yep.
Absolutely not. Flag on the play. That was faulty work. They did not do it right.
So they should be paying for it.
Inspection. That's not her problem. That's Mark's problem.
So she says, I didn't love it, but I figured these things happen in construction, right? I paid him. They supposedly fixed it. We moved on. 2 weeks later, the framing and waterproofing inspection failed again.
Oh, God.
This time, it was the waterproofing membrane in the shower. She put question marks. She's like, so membrane, is that what it is?
Yeah, they could be called a membrane. So like, it's essentially like all showers nowadays have some sort of waterproofing. So like Hydroblock, the company that we did the first podcast episode with, they make an entire shower system because the problem with water in general is mold. And when things get wet enough, and especially if it's a product that's not waterproof or water resistant, it gets wet enough and you have mold, you have rot, you have decay, you have issues, and they can just get crazy. So nowadays, when you put in a new shower, you have it's a waterproof system. So it's like a membrane. It's and there's different ways you can do it. Like, so you can use a product like Hydroblock, which is a completely waterproof product. It gets taped. You put the tile on. It kind of works that way. Or you can use a backer board. So it's like a concrete type of a drywall-ish. Okay. Like it's a board you put up. And then on top of that, you waterproof the entire thing. So it can be like different colors, but they're always like really bright, wild colors, like purple or red. And
Make sure you can see it.
They like cover the entire board. They use special tape and they make it completely waterproof so that if the tile fails or if the insert fails, it's not going to then cause that product to rot.
Got it.
So it's kind of like a fail safe for if something fails in the shower.
Okay, so that failed. Which is like, if your fail-safe is failing, that's the real problem.
The fail-safe has failed.
The inspector said it wasn't installed to code, that there were gaps and improper overlaps that would definitely lead to water damage and mold.
Yeah.
I started to panic a little.
Yeah.
I was living with my family at this point because this was her only bathroom. And it was completely torn apart. And now we were looking at another delay and another $2,500 to rip out and redo the waterproofing.
Oh, you guys, no. No. Okay, there's a couple things here. One, I'm like trying to keep an eye on the time. One, if a builder fails an inspection, that is faulty work. It's not inspectors being picky. Because here's the thing. If it was an inspector being picky, then you could go back to the inspector and say, okay, show me why this is necessary. And if it was the inspector being picky, then the inspector would come out and say, well, it's not necessarily necessary, but it's the way I want to see it done. And you have room to push back. But if the inspector is saying this is not to code, under no point is that your financial responsibility. That's his financial responsibility. So I cannot stress this as much as I feel incredibly bad for this homeowner. The answer to that should have been absolutely no. And probably if she had said absolutely no when the plumbing was a problem, he probably would have walked.
Yep. Yeah, because she doesn't say how much money she gave him up front.
Yeah, she doesn't say what her deposit was.
No. Probably because that part wasn't an issue.
Wasn't the issue. It was everything else.
So that's when this happened and he had to redo the waterproofing, that's when she started asking questions. Mark got a little defensive, told me that inspectors in our city were just harder than other places and that this was all normal stuff. He promised me the reinstall would be perfect. I paid the $2,500 because what else was I going to do? The project was already torn apart and I needed to get back into my house.
Yeah.
So
I feel like this is such a reoccurring theme. These GCs get you in a bind where you don't have they're like,
like
in their mind they're like, what is she going to do? Not pay it? What is she going to do? Just not have her bathroom? Yeah, she'll pay it. And that's what happened.
And that is what happened. But here's the thing. I'm not someone who just accepts things at face value in my business life. So I don't know why I was doing it with this renovation. That weekend, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about what Mark had said about not needing a license, about these failed inspections, and how much extra money I already spent.
Yeah.
So I did what I should have done from the beginning. I actually looked up the contractor licensing laws. Turns out, Mark lied to me. Shocker. I mean,
Mark.
We can say that because we're reading this,
right.
Monday morning quarterback.
Amanda, it's just so Amanda, if you're watching this, we know your name's not Amanda. You know who you are. Don't feel bad. This every homeowner horror story is the same. People they find themselves in this situation. They didn't think to check until they did. And they only think to check because things are going bad.
Yep.
And then they realize, oh crap. So listen, you don't know what you don't know. Now you know.
And yes. And now hopefully you watching will know that you need to check before you hire them.
Before you sign anything.
He had completely lied. It is not based on the work of that the contractor is doing, but the entire job. There's a state database where you can look up licensed contractors. I searched his name. I searched his business name. Every variation I could think of. Because at this point I can imagine
You're
that panic.
You're like, maybe I'm not spelling it right.
Please, it has to be.
Please.
Don't let
You're like the cat on the keyboard, some numbers, please.
Nothing.
No.
He wasn't licensed at all, which I assumed once I learned the rules. Then I went down an absolute rabbit hole. I looked up what licensed contractors are required to do, what permits they're supposed to pull, what kind of insurance they need to carry. I found forum after forum of people talking about how if a contractor tells you to pull your own permits, that's a red flag. Yes,
ma'am.
It is.
Yes, ma'am.
How inspections don't usually fail multiple times.
Yep.
If the work is done correctly the first time, how I might not even be protected by any kind of contractor insurance if something went wrong because he wasn't legitimate.
Right.
I felt sick. I'd already paid him about $48,000 at this point. The initial deposit, the drawers for each phase of the work, and those 2 fix-it payments. On Monday morning, I called Mark. Now, she's good. She waited till Monday morning. I would be calling him right then.
Weekend. You're getting a spicy email.
No, I'm going to call you and be like, what?
Mark!
I was shaking, but I kept my voice steady. The same voice I use when I'm negotiating a bad deal in my business. I told him I'd done some research that I knew he needed to be licensed regardless of the project cost, and that I wanted to see proof of his contractor's license and insurance. The silence on the other end of the phone was deafening because he thought he was going to get away with all this shady stuff.
Mark thought he found him a dumb one.
All of a sudden, now she's
taking the power back.
Yep. Then he started backtracking, saying he was working under a licensed contractor and that he was a project manager.
Wow.
That there was some misunderstanding. Now she got smart.
Yeah. Now she's asking questions in the moment.
Yep. Because some people would be like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
but
she's
no,
like,
not her.
Mark, you a liar.
I asked for the name and license number of the contractor that he is working under. He said he'd get it to me. He never did.
Oh my God.
I told him I wanted to pause the project until I could verify everything.
Yes, queen.
He lost it. Because I can just imagine him like, oh. He started yelling about how I signed a contract, how he had a crew schedule, how I couldn't just stop paying him.
Oh, is that right? You're lying about contracts and licensing, but I'm the problem. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Why don't you mansplain that to me again?
Gaslight me a little bit more.
No.
Apparently, this is for you, Amanda. In the state of Florida, if somebody says that they're licensed and they're not, and you find out that they're not licensed, then that contract is actually null and void because you misrepresented yourself and you misrepresented the facts. So
you can stop paying him, but I think he has to honor it. I mean, not that you want the shady contractor.
Right.
But proud of you, Amanda.
We're very proud of you.
I stood my ground.
Get it, girl.
And said, I needed documentation of his license before any more work could happen and any more money changed hands.
Get it, girl.
Oh, now this guy's got to be just like...
He's going to lose it.
He's just...
Because Florida, man.
The next day, I went to the house to check on things. The job site was cleared out.
Oh, no.
All of his tools, all of his guys, everything gone. Just my gutted bathroom and a half-finished shower that had already failed 2 inspections. What's crazy is that she spent $48,000 for
That's crazy. Yeah, way overbilled.
shower that's not
for
even,
demo and and some plumbing and a shower that failed twice.
Yeah,
that she paid for the repair work too.
Yeah, so really, like what did you?
My God, today.
I'm assuming maybe it also included some materials that maybe just she's not talking about. I tried calling him probably 20 times over the next week.
He was like,
Nothing.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Amanda.
Finally, his number was disconnected. That's such a toddler move. Or like, oh, you can't call me anymore. I'm going to disconnect my number. I'm going to change it on you.
You know how long I've had my phone number? Like my whole life.
Oh,
I've had friends from college 20 years ago call me and be like, "Is your same number?" Yeah.
No, see, I have changed my number a few times because bad boyfriends.
Oh, that's just Hector.
So, yeah.
Hector will find me no matter where I am, so that's fine. He's like Liam Neeson. He'll find me.
He'll find you. As long as Callie's with him.
As long as he's got Callie in the Callie casita.
I sat in that empty bathroom and just cried. I am a successful businesswoman. I run a company with over 30 employees.
Damn, girl.
I negotiate 6-figure deals regularly. And I got completely scammed on my own bathroom renovation. I was devastated and completely embarrassed. Now,
Yeah. I get that. I would feel the same way.
Right? I mean, and it's not your fault. Like you just don't know what you don't know.
What you don't know.
Yep. Because you are the professional in that setting.
Right.
And you have integrity and you do things a certain way. So you expect that people are going to be doing the things their way. I had to hire a lawyer and even figure out what my options were. Turns out suing an unlicensed contractor is possible, but recovering money is another story entirely.
Yes.
There again, what would you say? You can't get
blood out of a rock.
Especially if they've disappeared. Oh. My lawyer told me I might spend more on legal fees than I ever recover.
Yep.
Then I had to find an actual licensed contractor to assess the damage and finish the job. The first one I brought in took one look at the shower and shook his head. The waterproofing that Mark's crew had fixed after the failed inspection was still wrong.
Oh my God.
It would all have to be ripped out and redone again. Oh. The plumbing had issues beyond what the first inspector caught. Even some of the framing wasn't up to code. The licensed contractor I eventually hired, she hired a woman.
Oh!
And she says, yes, I specifically sought out a woman-owned business this time. Gave me a quote to fix and complete everything, $31,500. That put me at almost $80,000 total. And I still had to account for the materials I already purchased that had been damaged or installed incorrectly and needed replacing. All in, my $75,000 bathroom cost me about $90,000 and took 9 months instead of the 3 the market promised.
9 months?
Because he just disappeared.
Wow. That poor woman.
That's a long time to be living with your...
It's the only bathroom you have.
Yeah, so she said she had to go live with her family. I can't imagine having to live with my family for 9 months.
I would sooner choose death.
9 months of staying with my sister. Of
I
showering,
could really do with my sister, but
of showering at the gym before work, of constantly explaining to clients why I was taking meetings from my sister's dining room instead of my home office. But you want to know the worst part?
yes.
The absolute worst part. It wasn't even the money or the time. It was feeling so stupid. I kept asking myself how I let this happen. How did I not do my due diligence? How did I just trust someone because they seemed nice and had a smooth story? My therapist, I started seeing a therapist during all this because the stress was unreal. And she told me that these people are professional con artists. Yeah. They know exactly what to say, exactly how to seem trustworthy, exactly how to exploit people's lack of knowledge about construction. It's not my fault, but it still felt like it was.
Yeah.
The bathroom is gorgeous now, by the way.
Get it, girl.
Yes.
Get it.
So, we're going to call her I guess I can use the real contractor's name. Yeah. Now I can use that.
Yeah.
Amanda, which is what I called our homeowner.
So it's double Amanda, even though the homeowner's name is not Amanda.
Amanda and her team did an incredible job. The tile work was flawless. The shower is a dream. The dual vanity is exactly what I wanted.
Yay.
But every time I walk in there, I think about what it cost me, not just in money, but the peace of mind, the stress that affected my work and my health for months. I filed a complaint with the state contractor licensing board, but they told me that there's not much they can do since he's wasn't licensed in the first place. And they can't revoke a license if he didn't have one. Yeah. So you can't do anything.
Yeah.
I filed a police report
for
fraud.
Good.
And it's apparently under investigation. But the detective pretty much told me not to hold my breath. I mean, I'm guessing that this guy is probably even if, did he use his real name? I mean,
seriously? I mean,
he probably did. But if he disconnected his phone, who knows if he moved?
That's shady. Under no circumstance. Again.
I would go after this person. You found him from somebody's cousin that used him.
I'd be like you can meet your cousin outside, my guy. But then, to be fair, if maybe they had a good experience, and he was, because I've had that happen to me where I worked with somebody and they were fine, and then I recommended them to somebody else, and they were the absolute disaster. And it's wait, what? And you feel so responsible, but it's and this is where that level of research and. We will beat this into you guys over and over and over again. How do you how can you do everything you can to not have these experiences? And it is about the research. It is about knowing what the requirements are in your area, what is your licensing board? What is their requirements? What are the requirements for permits? How does that work? How does inspections work? Knowing all of that before you go into it. But then also, that's step one, is just get the 101, get the basic information of how things go. Then when you're getting quotes from people, you're not just you're not just using Google reviews. You're not just using people you found on Facebook. You are deep diving on them. You are looking to see if they have any judgments against them. You're looking to see how many companies they've had in their name. You're looking to see, have they, because one of the last Homeowner Horror Story we did, this guy screwed this dude over hundreds of thousands of dollars, gets his license back, starts another general contracting company under another name, and just keeps doing business. So researching, okay, how many companies has this person owned? How many companies has this person been assigned to on the Secretary of State's department?
Right.
And then the other piece that I'm really leaning towards when you are negotiating your contract with these people is making them sign an affidavit that they have no judgments against them, that they have never been sued, that they have never filed for bankruptcy, that they have never screwed anybody over. Because while if they're going to lie, they're going to lie, right? But them signing that paper gives you added coverage. It makes things about being, so this is now a criminal act because you lied. This is a formal document that you didn't just violate the contract, you lied in the contract. You lied, you signed this and you lied, and that's criminal. Well, in some states, it depends on the state that you're in. But so really, guys, knowing what the rules are before you get started,
game changer.
You got to start there. But then once you start getting quotes, obviously we say get 3. The best number is 4, but at a minimum 3 quotes. And every single person you are considering doing business with, you are doing crazy amounts of research on.
You're going down the rabbit hole.
You're going down the black hole. You're doing a deep dive. I say go Gone Girl on them, but I think Gone Girl is something different. I don't think I was using that correctly, but whatever it is, do that. You go hard.
You want to know every single thing
who
about
can find
them.
Everything on that boy that you met that one time at that restaurant. Like, be that friend for yourself. Do that for you.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So here I am, $15,000 over budget. 6 months behind schedule with a beautiful bathroom and a very expensive lesson.
Yeah.
Now I tell everyone I know, always, all caps.
All caps.
Verify a contractor's license yourself. Don't take their word for it. Look it up in the state database.
Yes.
Ask for proof of insurance.
Yes.
Get references and actually call them. Never pull permits yourself unless you absolutely know what you are doing.
Yeah.
And if something feels off, trust your gut. I just wish I'd known all that 10 months ago. I hope this gets shared and helps someone.
Yes, girl. Thank you for sharing. And we honestly hope this helps everybody that's watching. And if you have a story, whether it's your story or you know of a story or you know of something that was on the news that you saw, please go to chicksandconstruction.com and share that story with us, because it is our goal in life to share as many stories so that people can understand all of the ways that things can go wrong. So we can help you understand the red flags so you don't have to learn the hard way, because learning the hard way is overrated. So chicksandconstruction.com, you can find that how to reach us there. And then where can they find us on the socials?
So LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, we're at Chicks and Construction Podcast. On TikTok, we're at Chicks and Construction.
Yay. All right, guys. We will see you on the next one. Bye.